Amplify Pest was created to support pest controllers. The program offers more than 24 courses to grow your knowledge base and access to marketing tools that can be customised. But it doesn't stop there. Hear from Eagle Pest Control in Perth on the support they've received from drought relief assistance to territory manager tips on treating termites.
With our commercials, we like to stick with products that have good R&D behind them. Bayer is one of those products. Not only do they have good R&D behind them, they've got great reputation and great reps there as well. And now we've got Wendell at the moment, who I will not claim to know everything in the pest control industry. I'm always learning. There's things where I will ring Wendell and say, in this situation, what would you do? There was a baiting situation where I had to ask him a couple of questions regarding the agenda, and he gave me a couple of little, secret old school tips on what to do to get feeding most effectively.
In 2018, I had some friends who were a very big part of doing it for our farmers in New South Wales. New South Wales country, born and bred. I grew up around the Tamworth area, and they were doing it pretty tough back then. They hadn't had rain for a long, long time. It was the worst drought they'd ever seen. The hometown that I grew up in, the small town, we're down to 60 days of town water. They were limited to how much water they could use per house per day, washing, showers and all those sorts of things. So it was getting pretty bad over there. And an old friend was organising relief for the farmers and for the guys out on farms and rural properties in the way of food, supplies, water, anything that they might need that would make their life just that little bit easier. And they basically had a pantry that they could just come in, grab a box, get what they needed and take it off. They were also doing home delivery, so they would just drive to a farm, leave a box and spread the goodwill. So I got this idea that as it was coming up to school holidays to maybe try and get some back to school packs organised for some of the kids, knowing that a lot of the kids are going back to boarding schools or to school and the parents may not have the money to be able to buy just those simple necessities. So I put a call out to all of our friends and to Bayer, to Wendell specifically, and we were able to go over with 20 back to school packs, which included backpacks, pencils, pens, rulers, everything that a child would need, lunch boxes, water bottles, hats. Bayer were so gracious, they supplied us with pens and hats and water bottles, rulers and things like that for the kids. So we had tote bags and all sorts of stuff. So when we went over there, we actually had Wendell send all of the stuff directly to my mum and dad's. And when 3 boxes full of supplies arrived, they were just completely blown away. But it made us feel good that we were doing something, and I'm sure, being able to give back to the communities that need it the most would have been amazing for them as well.